Everyone, got my little buddy here. Thor. Hey. Yeah, he's a good boy. Say hi. His brother right now is at the vet. He's getting neutered. So we got him now today. He's really sad because he wishes he has his brother. Anyways, this is my first vlog, so this is a little weird for me, actually. I was telling my wife right now that it's kind of weird speaking to a camera as if I'm speaking to you, even though I can't see you. So, but it's pretty cool. Pretty excited. Look at him. Having a good time. Anyways, I gotta make some coffee really quick. We had to take off the door handle. Because Loki, our other cat, he just kept, like, he was smart enough to know that he had to jump up and grab onto the handle and swing the door open. And he kept doing that because we keep him in this office room as we go to sleep so they don't go roaming around trying to break stuff. So we had to take off the door handle because he kept doing it. So I just thought that was funny. He doesn't do it anymore, but there'd be times where we come home and they're like outside of their room and we're just like, are we going crazy? No, it was just him and Thor being naughty. But before we get into anything, I gotta make some coffee because it wouldn't be a photographer's vlog without any coffee, right? I have a favorite mug. So I currently work at Chick-fil-A as a restaurant marketing director. And so Yeti, they have a product from Yeti. Well, I know Yeti lets you put your own brands and everything on there, like your logos. I have a Chick-fil-A Yeti cup, and I really love this thing. Super cool little tumbler, and just perfect for coffee. Now that I got my coffee, honestly, lately I've been drinking a lot of Americanos. I used to despise Americanos because I didn't understand what they were. And I got Thor over here playing with the... It's actually not even on a tripod, this is on an aperture stand. Here we go. Look at this dude. He's a troublemaker. Yeah, he's a big troublemaker. I love him. But I used to drink a lot of just like regular black coffee, or just like cappuccinos or cortados or things like that, for those who know what that is. Going crazy. So I've been drinking a lot more Americanos because they're just so easy to make, especially if you have an espresso maker. And if you don't pull that shot necessarily correct, you can just work it with water. And that's the thing I love about it. It is truly a smoother cup of coffee. So I genuinely enjoy Americanos, but everyone's different. But if you like black coffee, just like in a pot, try Americano. They're super good. Really smooth is what people describe it as, and that's totally true. I'm not gonna be able to drink this right now because it's just really hot, so I'm just gonna keep that for and get my little munchkins there. Next is is like in the field. In the field, I've taken some awesome photos with this camera, and I'll throw them up on the screen. At Yosemite, I actually went for my 21st birthday. My best man, he bought me tickets randomly. He's like, hey, I need your passport number and all that, and it kind of felt sketchy in the beginning, but next thing you know, I was in Yosemite taking photos of the mountains and just going up there and having an awesome time with my best friend. And so these are the photos that I took with that. It was really cool. It was definitely something where I made the mistake, and that was just user error, is that I thought I'd make better images on the gear I had. There's images that I've taken on my previous camera that were better than what I've taken on the R, but not because that camera necessarily performed better. It was just the trick in my mind that thinking that I had the better gear meant the better photo. There is a point where that does happen, but this is where I'm coming into next is value. You have the RP. The RP is the entry-level professional camera, which is interesting to say. I think it's the entry level for professional mirrorless cameras. And I honestly would say that's the camera I would suggest over getting the R. You don't have to break the bank. It's $1,000. Yes, $1,000 sounds a lot, but that camera will last you a while. And then if you wanted to upgrade, I get the R5, even the R6, or whatever camera they might have on later. The R, honestly, I felt was just to get their name in the mirrorless line because everyone else was already there and they just needed something to go out. And so I felt like that the R5 is what they wanted to really put out, but they instead put the R. And so when it comes to photography, it's a wonderful camera. When it comes to video capabilities, it's wonderful. I would just say it's a jack of all trades. It's not a master of any one thing, but it does a pretty darn good job of the other stuff. Autofocus is absolutely fantastic, especially if you get the firmware updates. You know, that's something I need to keep up with. I just updated my R5 from 1.3 to 1.5. So there's a big gap of firmware updates that I missed, but I'm noticing that those things make a difference. So the value for me with the R is just not there, especially if you're just looking to buy a mirrorless. But I wanted to come to you with a video about the EOS R that came out about, what, 2 years ago? Maybe 3 years ago? I think it was like 3 years ago. 4 years ago? I can't remember. Either way, it was their first professional line, I guess you can call it, of their mirrorless cameras. I mean, they had the M series, but now they have the R series, and I really wanted that camera, but there were just things that were holding me back when I first got it. And so actually I'm shooting on the R right now, but I'm not shooting at 4K. The reason is, and I'll show you right now, is because it's so much more cropped in, like it just compresses. Well, compresses, I mean, it literally just crops in the image. So I was standing here normally, and now my face is like squished in the frame. So for me to be normally like where I was, like in an actual ratio, like this is where I would be standing. So I'm gonna move back to 1080p though. So all in all, like I think the R is a fantastic camera in itself, but as for me to recommend it, not necessarily, and only because there is a camera that is a little bit less expensive, and it definitely just still does the job great. Now, if you're looking for it to do like great video, I wouldn't even say get the R or the RP. Get something else. Do your research on those things. But if you're just strictly doing photography, the RP is wonderful. If you really just want the R because you want to have a little bit of both, then yes, get the R. It's absolutely fantastic for that. You know, if you're just doing vlogs every day, like honestly, you don't get an R, get the M series. But that's the thing about like cameras, it's all about preference, and it's all about like your experience and your use. I bought the R because it was the only thing that was available from Canon, and I love Canon. My father worked for that company, and I just grew up with it. And I've used other camera companies, not to say I don't like them, but I just prefer Canon. It just feels like home. And the Canon EOS R was the only Canon camera that was in the mirrorless line that I was interested in because it was the only thing that was really available. And so I would definitely recommend it in the sense of, hey, it's a good camera, like it's not a bad camera, but when it comes to value, I would say get the RP. But yeah, that's all I got for today. It's a little little video. I wanted to just throw something up there. It's been so long. Also, thank you for the 2,000 views on that previous video I made with the what's in my camera bag. I was honestly surprised I made 2,000 views, and that's because of you guys. And I'm really thankful. It blew me away. And gained almost 50 subscribers. It's kind of weird thinking because everyone always says like, oh, I never thought I'd get 50 subscribers, or I never think I'll get 1,000 subscribers. It's like, because our goal is never that. It's just making videos, and I'm nervous to make videos. I'm literally sometimes forcing myself to make videos because I'll make a video and never publish it. That's because I'm afraid that I might like it and I might fall in love with something, and that's just something that I deal with. But I'm so glad that I got to make it. So hopefully this video was somewhat entertaining, somewhat informative. Do you got the R? How does it stack up? I would say in 2022, it's an IKE camera. I wouldn't say it should be your first go-to for a beginner or entry-level mirrorless. I would say get the RP. And if you got the extra money, just, you know, save that money for a good lens. Invest in lenses versus the body. So anyways, thank you guys for watching the video. Thor's right here. He says bye. I love you. Hopefully I can get Loki on here sometime. But he's in surgery right now, so pray for Loki. If you want an update video, I'll definitely give you that. But thank you. Subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Really quick, do you guys want to see like in the field test? Like, let's put the EOS R through the ringer. Let's see, does it stack up for today's needs and wants? And I can definitely do like a video that kind of puts every little aspect, maybe like photo, then video, autofocus, manual focus, stabilization. Would you want to see a video where it puts the EOS R in the field? Let me know in the comments. Thanks guys, I'll see ya.